Uh, in today's video lecture, the second use case I am going to cover in financial services, that is the related to the stock exchange, a kind of lots of the entities are involved in that, and buyers of some shares and sellers and brokers, they all have their own roles. So we will cover that. So in financial services, the blockchain have lots of the scope. In the last video lecture, I talked about the payment services and how blockchain can play the role in that. So let's start. So you can see the several components and the process in this trading, securities trading. We have the purchaser's custodian, and this is the seller's custodian. The seller will share the seller, and this is the share purchaser. So this is the share which is involved with the sellers, and this is the share involved with the purchaser. So the broker of purchaser and the broker of seller both will be responsible for the share purchasing and selling, and they will interact with the stock exchange, some market makers, and the clearing houses are involved in this process. So let's understand this. There are other security depositories, central security depository, and some registrar, stock transfer agents are involved. So component in the system we have like stock exchange that solves the matching problem. The brokers are involved. They provide the best deal between the purchaser and the seller. We have market maker. Unlike broker who are agents, the market maker acts in their own capacity, buying and selling shares they are specialized in. So basically, they make trends in the market. Custodian, as I said, purchaser's custodian and the seller's custodian. So they are a trusted entity with the safekeeping of share certificates. Clearing house, they do the clearing processes, resolve the counterparty exposures. The registrar, or you can say the share transfer agent, work on behalf of the company basically. And these registrar and this share transfer agent responsible for maintaining a register of shareholders and keep it up to date. So if company pays dividend, then these companies are responsible for distributing it. Then we have a central security depository, a depository where the share certificates were placed in exchange for an equivalent entry on the electronic registers. So processes in the system, I said that is related to the clearing and the settlement. That is a clearing of matching, maybe netting, agreement of some settlement details, etc. And to be done after post-trade, but before the settlement. Settlement is basically the actual movement of cash and share certificate to new owners. So this is the workflow we have. These are the entities are involved. Basic entities are involved in the trading. So this is the 3T trade life cycle in the trade securities. So we have exchange, we have clearing participants. These are the custodians of their parties, registry, and the central bank. So I'm not going to in very detail about all those steps. So these are self-explanatory. So you can see the exchange and the clearing house have the message exchange of trade and then response of reporting. And this is will be transferred to notified to the clearing participant of both parties. Then batch instructions, and then the settlement process, again the batch instructions, and these are the several entities are involved, and then after confirmation and at last the end of day reporting to the registry. So this is a very typical life cycle in T3 trade. So this is the basically the scenario we have today's, like central security depository, interbank payment system, clearing organization, stock exchange. Several banks are involved, and investors work through bank and try to purchase and sell. So this blockchain related solution where all these players can participate on this blockchain based depository. So this blockchain platform will provide the security depository, clearing and settlement by chain pool, and the corporate actions like dividend, stock split, etc. All this can be performed. So this is the settlement process with blockchain. The blockchain can provide the solution for that. It will reduce the trade settlement time by automating the end-to-end multi-party interaction from trade execution to settlement on the blockchain for the low liquidity trading. So these are the benefits we have: reduce the settlement time, risk, cost, it will be reduced, and the important one, that is the visibility in asset ownership. It will be transparent and anyone can see. Next one, the use case we have private equity, and very less innovation has been done in this sector. So infrastructure supporting private equity has seen little innovation in recent year at a time, where investors are seeking greater transparency. And we know that whenever a transparency kind of thing is needed, then blockchain is the best technology for that. It will provide a certain kind of transparency, security, and efficiency. How? So creation of an innovative private ecosystem designed to deliver increased efficiency and all these things. So we have some use case, we have a solution which is provided by the Northern Trust. So this is the ongoing project for the private equity, and it will provide the real-time insight and transparency to all parties, including the full manager and investors. Design the regulatory access as required. It will provide compliance for the local regulation, but this is an ongoing project. It is in production. So enough for today. In the next lecture, I will talk about the next use case. Thank you.